Hey folks, Dolphin Dale here. And how about a gospel music, contemporary Christian music, and Christian rock update? Can we do that?
This world of the rich and famous, that's alright for what it is. But what is not is a good life that you can only have when you're
I've got so much stuff. I've got several piles, but this pile makes sense for this video, or at least it did to me. We'll see. Let's dive right into it. Now, when I think gospel music groups, one of the first groups that comes to my mind is the Winans, because there are so many artists out of that group. But in this case, we're going to be talking about the Hawkins, which there's quite a few of those folks as well. So we're going to kick off with the CDs that I've picked up, and these CDs I pretty much picked up for $2 each, and got some good ones. So we're going to kick off with Edwin Hawkins. This is called Seminar 91, and I don't know. Well, I couldn't find the this listed on the Wikipedia discography, so I don't know much about this. It's on Fix It Records, 1992. So Edwin Hawkins is the older Hawkins brother. We're going to be talking about his brother Walter in a minute. Edwin, he died a couple years ago, 2018, I believe, pancreatic cancer. He was 74, something like that. So, but he's best known for his arrangement of the old hymn, "Oh Happy Day." Here's the track listing on this CD. And yeah, was real pleased to pick this up. I got all these from the same place. So that's Edwin Hawkins, Seminar 91. Then there is Tremaine Hawkins, and she was married to Walter, and she's still living, but I think she's 69. Tremaine Hawkins, live. Hadn't really put out much. I think 2 albums since the year 2000, and nothing in the past 10 to 15 years that I could see. But this is Tremaine Hawkins live. It's a 1990 Sparrow Records album. Get you a track listing there. And boy, just gotta love Tremaine Hawkins. I think her maiden name was Davis. There's that. Believe she and Walter divorced in the mid-90s. Walter, he was younger than Edwin by about 6 years. I can't remember their birth years, but he died, and I can't remember when he died now. I just looked at it, but Edwin was about 74. Unfortunately, Walter only made it to 61, and he was 6 years younger than Edwin. So, yeah, we got Walter Hawkins and the Love Center Choir, Love Alive 5 25th anniversary reunion. Yeah, the shame of it is that Walter also died of pancreatic cancer. Hate cancer. Here is the back. I don't know if you can get a good track listing off that. The Love Alive series is a good series. This is a double disc. Good pictures. And on this, special guest artist, Tremaine Hawkins, Edwin Hawkins, Lynette Hawkins Stevens, Shirley Miller, Yvette Flunder, and Brenda Roy. So, yeah. That's Love Alive 5. And then I've got the Hawkins Family collection. I believe this is Edwin on the front. I should have looked at my records and made sure, but I believe so. No, I'm sorry. This is Walter, I believe, because he produced it. And there's another track listing. Well, except my ring light's making that difficult. There, we'll try that. This is a 1995 collection, and it came out on CGI Records. So, yeah, great stack of music for what, $8? Now let's get into the records. Okay, so the first record, again, it's the Hawkins, Walter Hawkins, the Hawkins Family, which was produced by Walter Hawkins. It is on Light Records from 1980. Andre Crouch was on that label as well. See if we can get a good track listing here. You can always pause it if you want to really see it up close. We do have an original inner sleeve. I have cleaned this record already. It's got some got kind of a collage on it. There's that light centering. Glad to pick that up. Pick the next couple up from Girder Music. They were in a kind of a clearance sale. So now we go a little bit country, I guess. We've got Terry Bradshaw. This is Here in My Heart. And yes, it is the same, that Terry Bradshaw, 4-time Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is 1981, so he would still have been playing football at the time. Louisiana boy. And it came, if I'm not mistaken, I got it sealed. There's the lyrics. Terry Bradshaw. Gospel music album and football. You think I was going to let that go? Heartwarming. This kind of takes me back in the day because when I was a little kid, it was quite the rivalry because I was a Dolphins fan, but my stepdad, Clarence Hartman, I called him Jigs by his nickname. He was a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. He grew up in a city just outside of Pittsburgh. So, yeah, I had to deal with this being his guy when I was in school. All right, the next one is the Singing Americans. This is on River Song. It's 1983 recording. There's track listing for you. And not too familiar with this quartet, but I thought, I paid a couple bucks, so I thought, won't hurt to check them out. There's that River Song label. Here is Evie. Maybe it's pronounced Evie. I don't know. She was a little bit before my time, but she was kind of Amy Grant before Amy Grant. The kind of, I guess, Christian singer. Nothing too outrageous going on here. This turned out to be a 2-album set, and I got this, actually this was sealed. If you go back, there was I did a live stream where I actually was here, but Amanda was at a Goodwill, and she found this, and it was sealed. And so it's on Word Records. It's one of the ones I had her pull for me. So that was kind of an interesting. I've seen a lot of people do flip videos, but I don't know. Did I do it first when I actually bought records on a live stream like that? All right, next one. I think this came out of that same batch. This is Cynthia Clausen. She is more of a she's kind of pop, middle of the road type singer. I believe she's pretty classically trained. Great singer. I do remember seeing her when I was younger, but it's been so long. I thought this would be a great time to get reacquainted with her music. It's on Triangle Records. And so that's Cynthia Clausen. It did come with an original inner sleeve. So I've got that in there. So the next album I got from Girder. It is Buck and Dottie Rambo. And of course, anything of the Rambos that I can get my hands on, I'm going to pick up. Dottie, in my opinion, Dottie's almost like the Ma Carter of gospel music. Just tremendous writer. There's a track listing on that. So this album is a 1984 release on Impact Records. Let's pull that out. There's that Impact label. I believe Sandy Patty was on that label at one point. And we have an original inner sleeve, if I can ever get to it. And I just, it's a little different. It's more of a cardboard feel. But it's got the lyrics on this side. So, there you have it. That is Buck and Dottie Rambo, Destined for the Throne. So the next album is a compilation album. It is Rock of Ages, Rock and Roll from the Third Dimension. This actually, if you have 3D glasses, I guess you see that sword out there. Of course, all the artists appear on the back in wearing the 3D glasses. Now, I've got a vision problem, so I can't see through 3D glasses anymore. I guess I think I've got some somewhere. This is on Myrrh Records. It is the 1983 recording. And who is on here? So we got some good people. Leslie Phillips, who now is kind of a pop singer, renamed herself Sam Phillips. She was married to T-Bone Burnett for a while. Maria Muldaur, Dion, who is, we're talking Dion DiMucci. Yes, it's that Dion, the famous guy that just goes by Dion usually. And Kenny Marks he'll finish what he started. Whiteheart's on here. The Imperials, not with Russ Taff in the group though. This is right after he left, and it's there's the picture. It's Paul Smith, his replacement, right there. Then we've got David Edwards, who I'm not too familiar with, and Amy Grant with Too Late. So there you have it. Rock of the Ages. Now these next three albums we'll finish with these three, and they are really awesome. First, Randy Stonehill, The Wild Frontier. Randy really doesn't get talked about a whole lot, even though I love this cover. Folds out to look like that. And here he is on the inside. Kind of a rocker, great guitarist, and he kind of got a start back in the Jesus music days. So Randy, well, you hear a lot of talk about Larry Norman. Larry Norman, one of the pioneers of Jesus music or Christian rock or whatever you want to call it. And Randy was a very close friend of his, and this came out on Myrrh Records. How about this? I didn't even notice this when I cleaned it. It's already got the order sheet. This is Join the Rocketeers, and yeah, so we've got you can become a how to become a Rocketeer for your official Rocketeer membership kits, and $2 and a small photo of yourself, approximately 1 inch square, to the Rocketeer Club. So I don't remember all that. Of course, this was, well, I don't know, it's 86. So I was in the Christian rock by then. Myrrh Records, Randy Stonehill. And we will be talking about him again in just a second. Then, I won't spend a lot of time on this. You've seen this album before on this channel. I found another copy of Russ Taff, Walls of Glass, so I picked it up. And I'm sure this will be headed to someone as VCLT. I generally like to pick this. This is probably the, got the original inner sleeve. There's Russ and Tori. And this is probably one of the most impactful records on me growing up. It's a junior, I guess, in high school. There's that Myrrh record. But yeah, so that was the album I discovered Russ on, and just phenomenal record. So if I find it for a couple bucks out in the wild, or in this case, I think I picked it up in an internet buy for a couple bucks. I was getting some other stuff. And so yeah, VCLT. So this next album is really, man, it's a grail. And I got it for maybe 15 bucks, and I really expected to pay somewhere around 40 to 50. I had it on CD, or I've got it on CD, but I really wanted the vinyl copy. Finally found it. Phil Keaggy and Sunday's Child. If you've not been watching this channel, let me tell you, this guy is probably the most amazing guitarist on the face of the planet. Just an incredible talent. Such a humble and sweet guy too. I'm telling you, he is so nice. This is a 1985, 86. I'm not seeing a date. It came out somewhere in the mid 80s. Let's see if there is the inner sleeve. So I'm seeing actually 1988 as copyrights on most of the songs. So we're going to say it's an 88 release on Myrrh Records. Came with the original inner sleeve. And let me tell you, this is a phenomenal record. There's that Myrrh label. I was, man, so stoked to get this album. Just beautiful. And, you know, maybe not perfect. It's got a little, you can see a little thing there where there was a tag on it. But I'm telling you, this album, one, you're going to think, man, that looks like a Beatles album. And you're right. He was a So Phil started playing in the '60s in a band called Glass Heart, uh, and he was a Beatles fan. In fact, he's met Paul McCartney. He sang at a wedding where Paul McCartney was a guest, and so there's an infamous picture of them sitting in a hotel room with their, he's got a guitar. I think Paul's got a bass, and so it was quite a thrill for him. This album is very Beatlesque. Uh, he definitely he definitely channeled his inner Beatle when he recorded this album. It's a gold stamp promo even. What? And so this album has a couple guest stars, and I'm going to show you right here. That's right. This is Russ Taff, and this is Randy Stonehill, who I just showed you records on. This is Lynn Nichols, very good musician, not that well known as a soloist, but really respected within the industry. And of course, there's Phil. And but this is an amazing album. Let's see if I can get you a track listing there. Just really, this was a big pickup for me, and thrilled to have it. Yeah, so Russ Taff and Randy Stonehill sang on the song Ain't Got No. Killer song. So, yeah, and there you have it. That's this update. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up before this video gets too long. Hey, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're doing well. Hope that life is going good. And if not, just hang in there. We'll get through it. So, for me, for the cats who I think wandered in and out of the background a little bit, Jake and Aretha, they're around here seeing what they can get into. Yeah, we just wish you a good week, and we'll see you soon. Peace.